Hello, I am Kimberly McLemore and welcome to another episode of 360 and Me. As you can see, I'm back in another space within my home. I'm excited about this space simply because I'm going to be talking to you about how you can organize your home office and decorate it. As you can see behind me, this is what I'm really excited about it. My home office was a disaster before now. And I want to just talk to you about the importance of spending the money and taking the time to do things the right way when you are dealing with your home office. As we know, we've spent more than a year in our home environment. And when you're spending more than a year in your home environment, you want to make sure that that environment is inviting, it can help you be creative, and it's beautifully done. But the big thing about it is trying to determine how much money do you really want to spend in that space that you're in. Well, in this space here among my home office, I went through the trouble of going out and trying to find the best pieces I could possibly find in order to make things look great, and found myself above and beyond frustrated. So before the completion of my office was done, my office had pieces from here, pieces from there, pieces from everywhere when I had originally moved into this space. I hadn't completed the office the way it needed to be done. And it was draining me. It was uncomfortable. I wasn't able to be creative. I just needed a space because we all were kind of put in a rush to do the things that we needed to do in order to work from home, right? So the big thing about your home office space is that it should be all about you. And in order for you to work a full day in this office space, and I literally spend probably 10 to 12 hours a day in this particular space, I had to do something that made me feel like I was in a whole world of magic, right? So number one is you have to determine, like I said, what you're willing to spend in the environment. And I found myself going to several different places trying to find out what the cost is going to be for credenzas, looking for a new desk, everything that you could possibly think of. And I was literally at the point where I was going to be spending anywhere from $300 all the way up to $3,000 for one or two pieces, but mainly one piece. And that was trying to find the credenza. I already had a decent desk and chair, and I had another nice chair and another side table, which you're gonna see here later on at the end. But the one piece that I really needed, I did not have. I was not able to get that piece. So then I finally decided, after going to probably, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 different places, and out of frustration and looking at the cost, and then realizing that most of these pieces weren't even real wood. They were just pieces put together, but they're charging you an arm and a leg and a foot just to have to put in your home. That wasn't including the cost to deliver it, and of course to put it together, right? So I decided to spend the money that I needed to spend so that I could utilize this space not just as an office space, but also as a bedroom later on down the line. So behind me, you can see this beautifully made credenza office space with shelving, and I love it. I am a particular fan of closets by design. I've had things done in my home, in my closet, and they also do office spaces. So it was worth spending a little bit more, something that will actually bring return on my investment throughout the years. So having your office space built to your liking is what is important. But the reason why I say it's a return on the investment, I will tell you shortly what I spend for all of this, is that, like I said, this particular piece behind me can actually be utilized in a normal bedroom setting. So if I decide to return this space back into an actual bedroom space, guess what? You don't have to go out and buy any extra pieces of furniture, because I'm going to move to the side here real quickly. You can see that This space alone has its own shelving. It has 4 drawer spaces, cabinet spaces down at the bottom, shelving all at the top, 4 levels, and you can decorate it any way that you want. I was able to decorate it this way because everything is hidden. You can't see all the papers and all the boxes and things that I might have had, but I'm an organized freak. I like for things to be done properly because for me, I think it's important. I don't like to have to clean up consistently behind myself or worrying about other people coming. My spaces within my home are always neatly and tightly done, but also, like I said, when you're in your home office and you got to work here 10-12 hours a day, you want to make sure the space is to your comfort level, but it's also elegantly done, but it's also tastefully done, as well as, like I said, just being able to use those creative juices. You know how you can be in a space where you just can't be creative because when you look around you, everything looks like it's in chaos. Well, this space was in total chaos prior. So the cost of having your own design done for your office space, it can get pricey. For me, it was a $1,500 deal I wasn't gonna bypass. Closets by Design is the best place to get anything that you want uniquely done for a particular space within your home, right? And it also, like I said, your return on investment is worth it. When you decide that you may want to sell the piece of property, this particular space amongst my closet, which has also been done, it becomes something that stands out. A buyer is going to say, hey, I love this, I can't find this in any other home. The people are definitely willing to spend a little bit more and pay a little bit more attention to that home because you've done something that you normally would not have in a home already, because these are things that are particularly designed. And so, like I said, my office space, I love it. I was able to be as creative, and the beautiful part about decorating, which I'm going to talk about here real quickly, move to the side. When I decided to decorate this space, decorating the space, everything that you see on these shelves, I've already had before. The only thing that I wanted to provide uniquely and new to the space was the basket on the top. Those baskets on the top I love because I literally spent, I think, $12 for one, $16 for the other, and then I got a larger one, it was for $24, and I will show you where I put that at later on, that last basket. But I also was able to design what's in the inside of the baskets to save me a little bit more money and time, so that by designing this area, every little piece that you see in here I've used somewhere else in my home in previous places. That's the beauty about decorating. You should always be able to have and buy pieces that you know that you can use anywhere. I'm going to show you the full office where you will see the chair that I'm sitting in, the table, all of these pieces I've used in other homes that I've had. So it's always important that if you're going to invest in your money, like I said, in more money and expensive items, you want to have that return on investment. You want to be able to utilize everything consistently, not just for that one space. And the thing that I really found that was important is that realizing that when you're going out and you're buying pieces, remember, if you don't decide to build your own design, a custom build is what it's really called. When you're buying pieces, you have to always remember that you have to be able to put those pieces in other places within your home, or if you move, because otherwise what happens is what? You're gonna end up having to either sell that piece or put it away somewhere, whatever you decide to do with it, because you weren't able to use it somewhere else. So the key to home decorating is always making sure that your space is exactly the way you want it, and that you're always willing to put either the money or the time into what it is that you truly desire, because that's the purpose of decorating, right? Well, I hope that you have had the opportunity and that you really have truly enjoyed looking at my space today and realizing that, you know, I never thought about having a custom design piece put into your home. Well, this is the first time I've done that besides doing the closet, and I'm telling you, it was worth every penny. And I know that this will last for years to come. And the better part about it is that, like I said, if I decide to convert this space back into a actual bedroom, the piece behind me, the custom piece, will be useful in every way. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of 360 and Me, and another way of doing your home decorating and realizing that it's okay to spend the money you need to spend to have those custom pieces in your house that will give you the return on investment that you truly have. Take care.